Hi everyone, this is Ambroise from Moto Plaisir Motorcycle Rental in Geneva. In this video I'm going to show you the controls of the 2024 BMW R1300GS. So this is the new BMW R1300GS. This model is fitted with the Pro optional package plus the Comfort package. The Comfort package including the higher electric windshield, the comfort seats, as well as the central stand. So the bike comes with a fob like that you keep in your pocket, two buttons on the fob, one to lock and one to open the cases. To switch on the bike, you just keep the key in your pocket and you press this button here on the right, and the bike turns on. Let's start on the left side. This button is to flash. You push it forward for high beam, and here we have the high beam light on here. This button is for the cruise control. You switch it on like this. You can then set the speed. You can accelerate or slow down. If you want to stop the cruise control, you can pull on the brakes or you can push back the throttle like that. The cruise control is now adaptive. You can change gears while the bike is following the vehicles in front of you. And you can adjust the distance with the vehicles in front of you. I'm going to show you this in a short while. This button is for the hazards. This button is to access a menu with several settings you can adjust while riding. This is for the adaptive cruise control, heating, windscreen height, traction control, the dampers, and the ride height. To access quickly to all these settings, you can create two shortcuts. The first one is to select what you want to quickly access to with the wheel. Like for the damping, you select the damping like that, and once you're out of the menu, you just have to press this button to be able to set the dampers. The bike is not running, so I cannot change the settings, but that's the way to quickly access to the damping. And if you want to access to the windscreen quickly as well, you can also push and hold the wheel. So now you have this icon saying hold. That means you can now hold this button to quickly access to the setting of the screen using these buttons. The menu button here, when you press it up, you can browse through a lot of different information on the top of the screen, like tire pressure, range, fuel gauge, odometer, trip meter 1 and 2. When you press down, you enter the menu of the bike and you navigate through the different pages using the wheel like that. You can enter My Vehicle menu. The first display is about the motorcycle condition. There are 4 messages because the battery is getting a little low. It's been on, the bike has been on for a while now, so when the battery is low, you can have some error messages. This is onboard computer 1. You can reset the values pressing the menu button down and choosing if you want to reset all the values or just some of them with the wheel. Same thing for the trip computer or trip 2. This one can be set to reset automatically every day. This is another display for the tire pressure. It will give you the specification and the current pressure when the bike is riding. And these are the service requirements. If there are any warnings, you will find them all the way to the right here. Let's have a look at the menus of the bike, we have already seen My Vehicle menu. The Sport menu will change the layout of the display. It will show you the level of traction control and the brake deceleration. You also have the lean angle in real time with the maximum lean angle. I go back to the previous page. If you have downloaded the BMW Motorrad Connected app on your phone and you connect your phone to the bike, you can have a basic navigation here. You can see the navigation instructions displayed here, but no map. Same thing here, you can control your music from the controls of the bike as well as answering your phone calls. Let me show you a few things in the settings of the bike that can be interesting. Here you can adjust the suspension, and you can, in any riding mode, you can modify the settings of the dampers. So you just select like that and you will be able to soften or make the dampers a bit stiffer. The cruise control, you have different settings for the cruise control. It can be comfortable or dynamic. It will accelerate quicker if it's on dynamic. And here you can turn off the adaptive cruise control to have a standard cruise control. As there is a radar now in the front, you can have a front collision warning, and you can adjust if you want the warning very early or off. This is the blind spot detectors. Here you can see if a car is coming from the rear. So there will be a light here, and you can adjust the setting here if you want to turn it off or not. This is the hill start control. Vehicle settings here. So these are the settings for the alarm system. You can lock the cases when you switch off the bike. Lights. You can configure the shift light, and here you can modify the riding modes. This is the menu for the connections if you want to connect your phone to the motorcycle. And that's about it. Turn signals here. You push to cancel. It also cancels by itself. The horn is here. Here you have a phone compartment with a USB plug here. On the 1300GS, the plug is a standard USB plug, rectangular one. To open the fuel cap, the cap is keyless. You have to switch off the bike first to be able to open the fuel cap. On the right now, this button is for the emergency call. In case of an emergency, if you have no other choice, of course, you can press this button. The bike will call a BMW call center and they will be able to send you some help. Of course, in any other situation, you have my mobile phone on the contract and I'm happy to help you. On the right side of the screen, you have a 12-volt plug, the inside here. This button is for the riding modes. During the ride, you can press this button and choose the riding mode you like. The riding modes will change the throttle response, suspension settings, ABS settings, etc. This is the kill switch to kill the engine. You press down to start the engine, no need to accelerate. Just press and hold until the engine starts. To open the cases, you push this little button here and you push this one here. You can see there is a light inside as well as a USB plug in each case. If you want to expand the cases, you have this button. You can rotate to make the cases 5 centimeters wider. To take the case off the bike, you need to use the physical key of the bike, and you turn the key to the release position like that. You can then push this button, lift this lever, and once you have done that, you can pull the case up. There are 3 points. You start with the bottom one first, and you put the other two. You press the case all the way down, and you can now push back this lever. It's about the same thing for the top case. You press this button and you lift the lid. Same thing, light and USB plug here. This button is for the rear heated seat for the passenger. To access under the seat, you use the key of the bike. On the left side, you lift the rear of the seat. Be careful with the cable as the seat is heated. You will find a few tools under the rear seat and a high visibility jacket under the rider's seat. On the new 1300GS, the height of the seat is not adjustable. If you prefer to have a lower seat, please ask and we have them available. This is it for this new 1300GS. Thanks a lot for your attention. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, you have my mobile phone on the contract. Enjoy your trip. Thank you. Bye.